Hello, it's Laifa. How are you? So I thought I'd do this video because somebody pointed out to me that I have a wealth of knowledge when it comes to babies and children just through my experience, and apparently I've been hoarding my information. So I thought I'd do this video just to share with you some of the key essentials that I think that you should get for your baby, whether you are a first-time mother, especially if you're a first-time mother, or you're a second-time or third-time mother, but you're out of practice and you need sort of recapping and reminding as to some things that you can get. I sort of want to touch on also ways to save money as well. We go out and we're told, oh, buy this and buy that and buy this and buy that, but you don't have to go crazy. It is true, children are very, very expensive. There are things that are essential that you need to get, and there are ways that you can cut costs. So I hope this video is informative and helps you. So let's get straight into it. The first thing I'm listing is a nasal aspirator, or I think it's called a nasal aspirator, and I will insert some pictures on the side. And this basically is if your baby is bunged up and has a cold, it helps to suck out the catarrh. It's a newborn baby. The babies don't know how to blow their nose. Alternatively, and what I think is a better option, is if you get some nasal sprays. There are different types. This helps to relieve blocked nose. The next thing you will need is a nail file. When your baby is first born, their nails are likely to be very long and grow very fast, and nail clippers are something that you should have for as they get bigger. You just want a nail file to help sand, I say sand, but it is like you're sanding their nails down so that they don't scratch their faces, because when they're crying, they're often got their hands everywhere and they could scratch their faces. The next thing you need is a car seat. It is a necessity in the UK. I think it's against the law. Yes, it is. You can't take your baby home without having a car seat because you need something to carry your baby home in. The issue with this is, if you do not have a car and you're not a driver, you're literally only getting the car seat to travel from hospital to home. It seems like a huge waste of money. You'll spend God knows how much on a car seat for one occasion and you won't use it very often. I would suggest, if you have friends and family or people who have had kids before you around you, borrowing one. But obviously, if you are a driver and you're intending on getting a car, or you already have a car, you need your baby car seat. And we have the Maxi Cozy, and what I like about that is it also can function as, so I can clip it out of my car and also clip it into my pushchair. So if you don't have a pushchair that is compatible with your car seat or a Maxi Cozy, you could get adapters so that you can take your baby straight from the car into the pushchair. That's if you do both. So that's an idea to have. On from that, and talking of pushchairs and buggies, you will need a pushchair. You will need a buggy, you will need a pram, whatever you want to call it. Whether you have one child or if you have twins, do your research, read reviews, go to shops. Don't just do it online, but go to stores and try them out and see how they feel. Now, the thing with pushchairs is it's almost like buying a car. It's not car prices. Everybody wants the latest, the nicest, with the biggest wheels, and I don't know any mother who has just one pushchair. Me alone, the most pushchairs I've had up to 4 pushchairs, because they're all good for different reasons, and maybe I need a pushchair for jogging, or maybe I need a lighter pushchair. Now, the thing with pushchairs is things could get very expensive very quickly. Now, I understand if this is your first child, you have that giddy feeling and you want everything to be fresh and brand new. You want the latest this, you want the brand new that. But I'm telling you now, you could save a lot of money by going secondhand, buying something that has been used. Look on eBay. You will be surprised. You can get a lot of nice items on eBay from previous owners. The thing with this is you can get things that are up to half price. Hardly do they ever go down in sale. Maybe they've got like an offer on the store for maybe like a 20% off and you get this and that. And if you do see bargains and deals like that, go for it. I bought 2 brand new pushchairs and then I bought 2 fairly used pushchairs, and I think I've used the fairly used pushchairs more than the brand new ones, because one of my brand new ones I gave away, and another one I sold, which I'll actually go into. One of my pushchairs cost £1,000 and up for a buggy. Come on, can we talk about this? Look at what's online. When it gets sent to you, you could always rewash, send it to the dry cleaners or whatever, the fabric and the cushioning and stuff like that, or buy your own so that your baby's got that bit, so you're saving costs in areas. Does that make sense? So that's a great way to cut costs. And you'll find that anyway, by the time you have your second and third child, you don't even care. The second and third child would most likely be using hand-me-downs from the first child anyways. Also, on the idea of saving money, I also want to talk about making money as well, because pushchairs and car seats and cots, which I'll go into, it's another thing you'll need, is a great way to make, well, you won't make all your money back, but whether you've bought it brand new or second hand, you can sell that again on eBay for half the price. So if you bought it for £1,000, for example, you could sell it on eBay for 500, or maybe start it at £100 and let it be a bidding war. You'll be surprised how much money you can make from your items that you no longer need. The reason I'm telling you this is so that when you make your purchases, they're well informed and you're thinking ahead of time. You can get a nursing wrap or blanket. Now, this is for those of you who are planning to breastfeed. And if you're somebody who's like me, who you're often out and about, I love the nursing wraps because they just go over your neck. You know, your baby's in your arm and there's like a little, like a hole, I want to say a hole, but you could poke through it and you could still see your baby quite comfortably and you're not totally exposed. Alternatively, you could just use one of your blankets, but the nursing wraps are made purposely for that, so I love them. And they're not essential, but it's a great thing to have anyway. Now, continuing on the lines of nursing, if you are nursing, I would suggest getting a nursing pillow. They're great. They sort of wrap around your body and you can rest your child on the pillow. You need to be as comfortable as possible. That nursing pillow can then convert into a sort of cushion for getting your baby to practice to sit up. Now, this is what I did for all my children. After I'm done sort of nursing them, or even when I'm still nursing them, I often, put them on the rug. The cushion is, there to protect them so they don't fall and bash their heads. So this one item now has two purposes. The next thing you will need is a cot. Like, duh, your baby needs something to sleep in. That is an essential item. A baby to toddler cot, which is what I have here. Again, like I said with the pushchairs, you don't have to buy this brand new. Cots, cribs, they can add up. I would say, get the body. So get the actual frame. If you want to cut costs, get it from eBay or check on Gumtree. Oh my goodness, how could I forget? Gumtree is amazing for getting fairly used items. And then just buy your mattress brand new. So get the baby's mattress brand new with all the baby blankets and cushioning and all that stuff. You get that stuff brand new. But obviously I understand that if it's your first child or you want something brand new, I understand, then get a brand new cot. And especially if you have a certain aesthetic in your house and you can't find what you want. Either way, whether it is brand new or fairly used, depending on how good the condition is, you can sell it off. You can still make a lot of money off cot. The next essential item, I would say, are baby grows, obviously, because when your baby's first born, you'll be surprised you won't be coming out that much. And and all those little cute little outfits that you've bought, the baby grows out of them very quickly. But you'll need a baby bath. You need to think about what is your baby going to wash and clean in. You could get a baby bath set, and so it's like the bath, the bucket, the little insert chair. Or you could just get, maybe depending on the spacing that you have, maybe you just want the baby chair seat thing. So you could just place that in the bathtub and wash your baby that way. The next thing that you will need, which is not essential, and I really think it depends on your dwelling, but a baby monitor. Now, I had a baby monitor for my mum's house just because there are too many floors. Whereas in my home, I don't have a baby monitor. It's something to think about. The next item you will need is a baby carrier. I cannot express this enough, especially when your baby's first born. They want to be close to you. When you're out and about, it might just be easier to carry your baby close to your chest. You know, the motion of you walking up and down is very soothing for them because they're used to that. Being in the womb, they're very used to that. And also it's a great thing for daddy to have. The first one we had was a baby, I think it was like a baby born we had, and that one it was all right, but I feel like you get what you pay for. Now with Adesua, my baby girl, we bought the baby Ergo. Is it the Ergo baby? Oh my gosh, I wish I got that from the get-go, from Israel. That baby carrier is amazing. Now we got that for our travels, and they have different types. They have the 360, it can go different ways, and it's so comfortable. You do have to spend a little bit more, but it is so worth it. You just want that comfort, because that was the big thing I noticed, the big difference with the baby born that I had, or is it the baby jaune, whatever, the baby born that I had and the Ergo baby. A huge difference, and I think it's a case of you get what you pay for. So definitely invest in a really, really good baby carrier. Do your research, check reviews. Now the next thing you'll need is a baby first aid kit. You know why I feel like it's an essential? Because if there are any hiccups or your baby's unwell and you take your baby to the doctor, you find that you have to take your baby to hospital, and the first thing they'll ask you is, did your baby have a temperature? And if so, what was their temperature? And there have been occasions where I'm like, my baby was hot. I don't know the temperature because I didn't have the kit. Or no, the issue we had is we bought the kit and we misplaced it for a really long time. They would ask me what was my baby's temperature, and for some reason I always felt like they were judging me when I said I didn't know. Maybe it was just hot. My baby was hotter than usual. I don't know what my baby's temperature is. Just for the thermometer alone, get it. All you will need is a baby bouncer. Any type you like. It's really up to you. I'm not gonna advise get this one, get that one, because they're all so good and they all come in different prices, styles, ranges, everything. The brilliant thing about them is, just like push chairs and cots, it's something that you can sell on. Alternatively, if you do have friends and family, maybe borrow one. You've already got kids that are no longer using it. Can I borrow your baby chair? Because you'll just save cost. It is a playmat. You want to have a playmat so that your baby can have tummy time. A lot of health visitors advise, letting your baby have tummy time from as early as 1 month old. And this will, it's their way of learning, and you'll be surprised. The earlier they have tummy time, the earlier they start crawling. But a playmat so that they could play and learn that way, and also get some really good tummy time in there. Books, yes. With my first child, I had a lot of time on my hands. Well, maybe it's because I had only one. I've spent a lot of time reading to my son. I was reading to him right from when he was in the womb, and I found that he started talking very early. He started talking from 9 months old. It could be kids' books, your book, just read. The next thing you will need, patience. Above all of that, you will need patience, because whether this is your first time, third time, second time, every child is different. And especially if it's your first time, it's just like your world has done a 180, and you'll need patience to really get to know your baby and for your baby to get to know you. So I really hope this video has been helpful. If you like these sort of videos, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to do my best to share where and when I can. If you're new here, I make weekly family vlogs where I share bits and pieces of my life, and we just talk, we gist. And if that sounds right up your street, you might as well subscribe. Give me a thumbs up for this video. It really does help me out a lot. And until my next video, think smart, work hard, make it happen. Bye.